And can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
All right, I got you loud and clear. We're going to go ahead and listen to our ATIS. Should be information whiskey.
Portsmouth Tower, information whiskey. 1656 Zulu observation. Wind 020 at 03. Visibility 10. Few clouds 6,000. Few clouds 13,000. 20,000 scattered. Ceiling 25,000 overcast. Temperature 19er. Dew point 08. Altimeter 3014. Pressure altitude -100.
3014 is
Expect
the
visual
altimeter.
approach runway 34. Departing runway 34. DME out of service. Runway centerline markings faded. Unmanned aircraft operations in progress. 4.5 New Mexico southwest of Portsmouth.
New Mexico.
At or below 300 feet. Advise on initial contact. You have information whiskey.
Information whiskey. There's some drone stuff going on 4.5 New Mexico's away. I think it was supposed to be nautical miles. Must have put it in capitals. All right. Portsmouth ground, RV271 Victor Alpha, November hangars ready to taxi with whiskey.
November 271 Victor Alpha, Portsmouth ground, runway 34, taxi via November Alpha.
November Alpha, runway 34, 1 Victor Alpha. This airplane does not have a steerable nose wheel. It's a free cast ring.
So
it's a pain in the butt. So at low speeds, you have to use 100% brake. So there's not enough airflow.
Oh, so you're tapping the brake to centerline the plane.
Yep,
Okay.
differential braking. Now that I have speed, I'm able to use just the rudder. But once we turn up here onto Alpha, with the wind, might need a little bit of right brake, or I'll just be holding full right rudder the whole time. We're taking November Alpha. We're on November. We're going to hang the left up here, go down to Alpha, down the end of 3-4. A little bit of brake here. I'll start the left turn. Brake to straighten it back out. And once I get my speed back, then I don't need the brake anymore. I do need a lot of right rudder. Up around the bend, we'll have our run-up area.
So you don't have a lot of traffic other than the National Guard?
So actually, this airport is really busy. Today is just dead. Like, it's just super quiet today. I don't really know why. Maybe because it's getting cooler, who knows, but it's actually a really busy airport. And, you know, there's a lot of flight training here. A lot of flight schools from other airports come here and do training, as well as us. And then the helicopters are usually going all day too. And other branches of military come in as well for their practice. Coast Guard here, I feel like Coast Guard's here every day, doing approaches and whatnot with their stuff. So it's pretty, it actually is a pretty busy airport. Our flight control check. Good. That Gulfstream landing. The fuel is on, choke is off, ignition's both on. Cabin heat's off, we'll bring it up to 4,000.
Where's your RPM? Up there. Okay.
Alright, I'll verify the ignitions. Small drop. Okay, this one was about 70, one was about 100. Looking good, everything's in the green, nothing's flashing red or yellow.
Right.
Got 13 gallons of fuel. We're gonna bring it back to idle. Our battery and amps will go into the yellow, which is normal. What we want. Anything light goes on. Power. We're ready to roll. We're gonna leave the flaps up. We're gonna depart. Runway 34 here. We're gonna make a left turn, head out to the south. You wanna try to take off?
I guess.
Yeah?
What speed do you rotate at?
Lift the nose 55, off the ground 60. Portsmouth Tower, V271 Victor Alpha Hold short, runway 34 for a left turn to the south.
271 Victor Alpha, Portsmouth Tower, runway 34, wind 3103, clear for takeoff, left turn out approved.
Clear for takeoff 34, left turn out approved, RV1 Victor Alpha. Alright. So the rudder is the hardest part.
Yeah.
Obviously. So if you want me to handle the rudders, I can totally do that because it's very easy to end up going off in the wrong direction.
Okay, on the runway, hard right rudder on the roll.
It shouldn't need too much because the wind is off of the right, so the nose already wants to go that way. So it really won't need too much right rudder. Don't be on the brakes at all. Alright, so it's slowly feeding in. Go. A little more right rudder, just get that throttle all the way in there. Oh, good. Everything's in the green. Now just slowly lift it up. Go, just pull it back. Right there. Pull the nose up a little more. You want to climb out at about 70, 75.
Okay, I'm going to have to get used to the airspeed. Over here.
Yep.
Oh, very cool. Oh my God.
Feel good to be back up?
Oh my God, you have no idea. You have made my year.
Good. Alright, so we're cleared for the left turn. So go ahead and make the left turn. We'll head out towards Hampton Beach.
Hey there, November 1, November Alpha, holding short 34 and ready.
November 1, November Alpha, Portsmouth Tower, good afternoon, runway 34, line up and wait.
Line up and wait on 341 November Alpha.
Alright, we'll go up to about 2,000. We're passing through 1,700 just about.
Okay.
040 at 4, clear 4 takeoff.
Just go a little bit more to the right.
Runway 34, clear.
Go right for that curve.
Okay.
The curve in the beach. That's where our whale is.
Okay, that's 2,000.
All right, so lower the nose, reduce the throttle to 45, 4,500 RPM.
at about 45.
1 November Alpha, contact Boston.
Another 100 RPM.
Afternoon, 1 November Alpha.
Portsmouth Tower,
There you go, that's good.
4890 Papa, Sanderson's inbound to Pease with Victor.
Wow.
This is your trim here.
4890 Papa, Portsmouth report, turning final, runway 34.
Report final for 34 for 90 Papa.
Everything I had was always down here.
Yeah.
This is nice.
What did you use to fly?
Cherokee 140, Cessna 150, 172, Musketeer,
Okay.
Cherokee Arrow.
I have a, probably my most time is in a Cessna 150. That's one of the most forgiving airplanes ever made.
Papa's altitude.
A clear day, pretty clear.
It is.
100 feet for 90 Papa.
90 Papa, Roger, you can bring it right to the numbers. Check wheels down, runway 34.
The stick is getting used to, I'm used to a yoke.
Challenger, about 15 miles.
Yeah, the stick is very sensitive.
Traffic.
Really?
90 Papa. That for us, it was awful fast.
Yep, 90 Papa, you can bring it right into the airport. Check wheels down, runway 34, wind 0204, cleared to land. You're inside of a Challenger, about 10 miles to fly now.
Oh, that's great. Okay, we're right to the airport, 90 Papa.
This is Hampton Airfield right off the nose. Let's go right over the top of.
Portsmouth Tower, Challenger 414 Delta Hotel, visual runway 34.
Challenger 414 Delta Hotel, Portsmouth Tower, good afternoon. Report turning final, runway 34, and if you would slow it up for me, following a Super Cub, about 2 mile final.
I'm going to slow down a bit. Report turning final for Delta Hotel.
I think you sold Cindy. I think she wants to fly.
Yeah. She was very hesitant, but she actually really had a good time. You could tell she had a smile on her face the whole time. Especially when we saw the whale. That was when it got exciting. And he was even closer than the last time. He was probably only 40 feet from the shore. He was right in the waves, and I was not expecting him to see him that close. I wasn't even looking there. But he was making his way back north along the coast, so see if we can spot him.
Or is that a boat?
Yeah, those are boats over there.
I'm just excited to be flying, period.
I bet.
You know, you can't explain flying to anybody unless they do it.
Exactly.
They don't get it.
Exactly. People always ask, like, is that, do you enjoy doing that? Is that fun? And I was like, I wouldn't want to do anything else.
Now, is this Hampton Beach we're going over?
Yep, this is Hampton Beach right here. And then Seabrook, then Salisbury, and the whale was off of Salisbury last I saw him.
Papa, right to next taxiway, contact ground off.
Okay, right Bravo, ground off for 90 Papa.
You can see on here, it also displays traffic. So we got traffic right over Salisbury.
Okay.
That's probably about our 1 o'clock and 6 miles, so we'll just have to keep an eye out for them. So you're from Danvers, right?
My wife is.
Okay. Is that where you guys live now?
No, we have a home in Ossipee.
Okay.
In here, and then we have a home in Sanford, Florida. We go down for the winter.
Nice. Can't blame you there. I did all my flight training in Florida, and I lived down there for 5 years, and I absolutely loved it.
Where at?
Daytona. I went to
Embry-Riddle?
I did, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so go to the left, kind of go out over the water, and I'll take a look down the coast here, see if I can find the whale. They're having an air show at Beverly Airport. You can actually see the smoke from the air show.
Oh yeah.
Performance over here on the right. Yeah, they're actually having an air show this weekend.
The oldest grandson, he's a crew chief on a CH-53.
Oh, nice.
He wants to get out and go back to Embry-Riddle.
Really?
Yeah. He wants to be like his dad, be an airline pilot.
Right. I mean, that's not a bad helicopter to be in, though. It's pretty big.
They're pretty old, and they're having lots of parts issues now.
Yeah, they have been. I feel like every month one lands on a California beach. A little more left. Oh, of course, there's an idiot like on a jet ski on top of him. Well, the whale's right down here. Right. There's like a jet ski guy going right on top of him.
That makes sense. People are idiots.
Stupid. Alright, so go ahead and make a right turn. You can go kind of, actually, so this guy, let's let this guy pass over top of us first.
Okay.
And then we'll loop back around. It looks like he's climbing up a little bit. Listen in on Hampton's frequency. Alright, so go ahead and bring it around to the right. Kind of go back up the coast.
4 Delta Hotel, right turn next taxiway, and where are you headed?
Over the corporate hangar.
Roger, Charlie, Alpha November, this frequency depart. Have a good day.
Charlie, Alpha November depart. Thank you. Good day. Have the traffic banner tail 843 is going to do one left 360 just over the west side of the runway at 800 feet.
Down traffic section, I'm earlier going to 45, 6 down.
On a 45, downwind, 34, down free.
Alright, let's see if we can find him. I see that small boat that was chasing him.
I don't know why people do that. I mean,
Can't leave. Oh, you just jumped out of the water. Okay, so he's right there. So go to the right.
okay.
I'm gonna have you go off the left wing. Plus, we'll get a little bit lower too.
Okay.
We were down at 600 feet when I was with Cindy,
Oh.
circling around.
Oh, I see him.
Down traffic section, I'm earlier to the downwind 6 Chatham.
Right there.
Yeah. Let's do like a left 360 around.
201's downwind 34 Chatham.
We're all alone now. There's no traffic around us. At least none with a transponder.
I'm amazed at the avionics.
Yeah.
If I was to do this, I'd have to get back into a simulator and learn how to deal with the...
Right. Yeah, it's cool because this has synthetic vision, so you can see the water,
Yeah.
you know, the land and everything. It's pretty neat.
Oh, there's the seafood place we ate at.
The Blue Roof
Browns.
one?
No, the one on... The blue one and the brown one. We ate at both of them.
Attention all aircraft in the vicinity of the Aspenakers Airport, parachute jumping will commence within the next 2 minutes out of below 11,500 feet, 7 miles to the south of Basin Harbor Airport, 3 miles to the north of the Crown.
So he's right next to those two boats that are right up
Yeah,
here.
I see him.
11,500 feet.
So 1 space, 34 Jeffrey.
6 down.
There you go. So you can bring the nose up a little bit, level it off. See if you can see him coming up to the surface.
right there. About 10 o'clock?
No, that's not it. He's free. He's closer to the water here.
There's something big right here. Maybe not. Okay. Crack what I'm doing here.
Once I find him, I'll get us right over top of him so you can look down the wing at him. That's what I was doing with Cindy. We're a nice steep turn right over top of him. Able to look right on him. Let's bring it up a little bit. Let's just keep it at 500 feet. Right now you're at 420. Give a little bit more throttle. Bring it up to 45. Just kind of keep a turn coming around to the left. So I'm looking over there for him to come out of the water.
Got another airplane at 12.
Yep, 2,000 feet above us. It's a 135.
Okay.
I go a little bit steeper. Bring the nose up a little more. Where are you, buddy? I haven't had a flight yet where I couldn't find him. I just saw him jump out of the water, so he's over here. So go wings level here. You should be right down in front of these boats. So this is all fish. All that brown in the water, that's all fish. Oh, just a big school of fish. Okay, I just saw him pop up, so he's actually over here now. Go a little, yeah, hold that turn right there. I saw him just pop up right here in the pool of fish. Go a little bit steeper. Go a little steeper, start pulling it up. He was right here in this darkness.
I see him, I saw him.
Yep,
Yeah, I got him. I got him. Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah, looking right down on him. You gotta see him jump out of the water though, because that's the cool part. You'll see all the fish start going nuts, and then he'll just fly out of the water. It happens every minute or so. So he just surfaced up over there, so he's going right for that boat with the red roof.
Checking in with you. We are on the ILS 434, full stop.
Back 62, have you Portsmouth Tower, check wheels down, runway 34, wind.
So wings level here?
At 4, clear to land.
Wings level?
Oh,
so see that boat with the red roof?
Yeah.
He was going right towards him.
Okay.
Portsmouth Tower, Service November 889 Whiskey, 9 miles to the south of the airport.
All right, going to left turn.
With Whiskey landing.
889 Whiskey, Portsmouth Tower, do you have the tanker?
Affirmative, insight, 889 Whiskey.
And then Whiskey, follow the tanker, caution light turbulence, check wheels down, runway 34, wind 3604, clear to land number 2.
Clear to land number 2 on 34, 889 Whiskey.
Yep, he just jumped out. Big splash. Right to the right of that boat. Yeah, the amount of fish that are out here has been insane lately. The whales have been here for weeks, right up against the shore here. He's right up in here where all the brown is in between those two boats. Seeing a whale wasn't signed up.
Huh?
I said seeing a whale isn't what you signed up for.
No.
That's just part of the fun. The advantages.
Yeah, I thought it would be great for my wife and I because, you know, just VFR flying during the day, but you could come out and you could do this.
Yep.
And, you know, fly like to Freiburg or go to Beverly, visit her aunt.
Yep. Go a little bit to the right. Stay to the outside of that little peninsula there, Boar's Head. So there's an airplane.
I see him about 10 o'clock.
Yep, he's towing a banner. We're gonna stay away from him.
Turning left base runway 3, Minuteman.
They're having some sort of event at Hampton Beach here. I don't know what it is, but...
Oh, the Seafood Festival.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, yeah.
That would explain it. It's packed.
Yeah, that's a pretty big deal for them.
Yeah.
Alright, we're right on Charlie and switching to ground once off for pack 62 heavy, thanks.
Oh, this is too cool. Just...
A beautiful day, too. It's nice.
It is.
Nice and smooth.
Not much wind.
Nice day just to cruise the beach.
I started out in a Piper Colt at Florida Air Academy in Melbourne.
Yeah?
And there was 3 of us one day. We're up at the same time. And we had just seen Hellcats of the Navy where they peel off and stray from the beach.
Yeah.
So I got the bright idea that we do that. We got turned in, but the flight instructor didn't believe it was me. He said I wouldn't do something like that. And I said, no, I didn't. Yeah. The other guys got grounded and I got to fly for a week while they were.
Oh, wow. That's funny.
When you're young, you're...
Delta, November with Whiskey, request departure to the west.
Yeah, nowadays, though, like, the...
442 Bravo Delta from Port Smith.
These screens record everything.
0203 clear.
So we, I had a suspicion that somebody rolled the airplane.
Oh my God.
And so I told Ryan's the kid I work with, I was like, Ryan, let's download the data. Let's take a look. And sure enough, over the beach, 2,000 feet, 2 rolls. In either direction. I was like, man, this airplane's not rated for rolls.
Well, that was like that guy that stole that Air Alaska plane.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I couldn't believe what he did before he put it into the island.
I mean, that's incredible. He's like a hero to so many people. It's crazy.
7 miles south of Basin Harbor, 3 miles northeast of the Ground Point Bridge. He's crossing right now for 3 parachutes over the field at Aspen Acres, Victor Tank left.
Well, that's a nice looking little place down there.
Which one?
The white one with a, Jesus, a yard like a football field.
They're all nice.
a nice little airplane.
It is. It really flies amazing. And the stick isn't that unusual. It's almost more natural to fly with a stick.
It's just different.
If you think about it, all the airplanes that were, early 1900s, they were all stick. Up through probably the airliner day, the age, probably the 50s, where it switched over to yokes.
Well, I always wanted to get a ride in a Cirrus. I thought that was a nice airplane. And the guy was telling me they were really kind of hot to land.
Yep. They're not that easy to fly.
That's what I heard.
But you do look good flying it, and it is a good looking airplane. It's very comfortable.
Echo Juliet over 495. I'll be making a 45 left.
So this is Portsmouth Harbor?
Yep. Yep.
How much fuel does this burn an hour?
So right now, this, our gauge right here, 3.7 an hour. So in the 30 or so minutes we've been up here, we've only burned 1.5 gallons.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah, it's really quite fuel efficient.
Minuteman traffic extra, 28 Echo Juliet, left base to short flying, all run.
So like for the LSA ticket, how many hours dual and solo are you required, or is it?
So everything's cut in half, so it's 20 and 5. So 20 total, 5 solo.
Boy, you have got to have one of the better places to teach people to fly for scenery.
Right?
For real.
This is it's just beautiful here. And, you take off, you're in the mountains in 20 minutes. You'll be out flying around Lake Winnipesaukee. 20 minutes, you can be down in, the North Shore of Mass. That's a gorgeous area to fly around Gloucester, Rockport.
Oh, I bet that's beautiful.
Yeah, that is my favorite area to fly around, but that's also home for me. Of course, you got Boston. You can fly right by Boston skyline if you do ask for the skyline visual. And it's just such a great area to be in.
When we got married 20 years ago, I knew I wanted to be in New Hampshire some way, somehow.
Yep.
First time we came up here, I said, we got to figure a way to get into this. Oh, there's the lighthouse. I couldn't get over when I started going up with my buddy in a 172 how heavy the traffic has gotten in Florida.
Yeah.
I mean, not only commercial, but private too. It's crazy.
A lot of flight training. A ton of flight training. There's flight schools at every single airport in Florida. It's crazy.
Well, we were were looking for some place to do touch and goes, and I thought, well, Leesburg wouldn't be too bad. We got up to Leesburg and it was crazy there.
Yeah.
So we ended up going to Crystal River. Crystal River was still pretty quiet. There was 2 planes shooting touch and goes, but it wasn't bad.
Yeah, I miss flying around Florida, but that's one thing I don't miss is just the constant close calls with other aircraft.
I couldn't believe, because my head was like on a swivel, like, you know, back in the 60s when I was learning how to fly, if you saw another plane all day, you were doing well.
Right.
And flying out of Orlando Executive was just absolutely nuts.
Yep.
I like that.
Yeah, this screen is awesome. So, as you already saw, it shows traffic. It shows live TFRs. So, like, if a TFR gets posted, it goes on here. So that's why Beverly has one. Live weather. There's your radar. And
wow.
you can actually get, like, the METARs and stuff as well. So if I go to Portsmouth here, I click info, go to weather. That's the METAR for Portsmouth. Updated 50 minutes ago. So that's, you know, when it was issued. And you also have the TAF, so here's your forecast for Portsmouth, and then your winds aloft.
That's awesome.
And you can put airport diagrams. It puts the airplane on the airport diagrams or any charts that you have. Like even if you were to do like an IFR, you know, it puts our airplane right on the chart.
Wow.
It's pretty awesome.
12 Foxtrot, contact Boston departure, see you. 604 for Fox, thanks.
The comms, all the frequencies are in here. And you can tune it from here. So if I wanted to go to tower, well, let's say I want to go to ATIS. I press ATIS, press tune, it puts it right in there.
2.08. Altimeter 3014. Pressure out.
It's an awesome system. And over here, you can actually change it. That's a 6-pack.
Oh, there you go. That looks vaguely familiar.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
So it's a pretty cool system. Just a ton of information.
Oh, I like this. It's really neat.
What we'll do is we'll kind of go out, do a circle around Double Light, and shoot back into Portsmouth.
So are you going to continue to do flight training, or are you going to go in to fly for the airline?
I'll probably do flight training. I enjoy being an instructor, plus I run the flight department at the flight school. So it's nice to kind of be the boss.
Yeah.
So it's not a bad gig. I really enjoy it. And but as I was telling Cindy, if an opportunity comes my way and it's just too good to refuse, I'll probably take it. But I have more than enough hours to go to any airline I want, to any charter company. It's just a matter of finding the right one.
Well, out of all the guys I graduated with, and the idea we went to Florida Air Academy, everybody was going to fly. One of them is still flying. He flies the jet for a businessman out of Peking.
Okay.
And he also does dragsters.
Oh, nice.
He's my age.
Nice.
Kind of scary, but he's the only one I know that's stuck with the flying.
74843 at Rye Beach, inbound for Sanderson with information on whiskey.
Got someone flying over us. Right up on top of us there.
Yeah, right above us.
Yeah.
843, thanks.
Here's Cape Nettic and Double Light.
Yeah, that's my wife's favorite place to go.
Really?
When she was a girl, her family came up in the summers and stayed at York Beach.
Portsmouth Tower, 490 Papa Alpha, ready for takeoff.
So when we have company from Florida, this is where we always bring them.
Right. Yeah, they're doing some renovations to the exterior of the lighthouse, which is why the
34 wind,
tower there is covered.
Who is the Grumman calling?
This is Grumman 6205 Lima, 10 West 3000, landing Portsmouth with Whiskey.
Grumman 6205 Lima, Portsmouth Tower, enter left.
Everything facing the water is $1 million plus.
Yep.
Now, if you get on the back street there, you can get into something for $350,000, $400,000. But
I would want the one on the water.
I would too. There's one on this road right here I really love.
Yeah.
Kind of modern architecture.
Yep.
That's like if you live in Florida, you might as well live on the water if you're going to live there.
Right. And Florida waterfront is still pretty pricey, but not nearly as much as here.
Oh, up here is unreal.
Yeah.
Florida's getting that way though now.
90 Papa, produce question.
Because you can get a really nice big house for good money if you're not on the water.
Got a plane at 10 o'clock.
Yep.
That's the same
Traffic.
guy.
Same guy that circled over us before. Twin Technum. That's a twin with the same engine that we have. They have two of them.
Everything I read about the Rotex engines was good. There's now in Lakeland, there's a school where you can take a course for basic maintenance so you can do your own maintenance.
Yep. Better tell 843, I have Sanderson and say.
You go to Sun and Fun?
All the time.
Yeah.
That's like me going to a candy store.
Yep. I went every year that I was down there for school.
I never miss.
And this coming next year, I'm definitely going to Oshkosh.
That's my bucket list. I want to go to Oshkosh.
Yeah.
But I enjoy Sun and Fun so much.
Yeah, Sun and Fun's a mini Oshkosh. I would like to go get the full experience. I stay there, fly in, stay the whole week.
Papa Roger, 843.
Well, that's what Chris, the JetBlue guy, he went. We have an old RV, and he wants to take the RV and just camp out for the entire week.
Yep. Does that JetBlue guy live around here?
No, he lives in Orlando now.
Okay.
He was based out of, that's my wife's oldest son. He was based out of Boston.
Okay.
But then he did training in the Navy with the P3s. He did simulators. And he got hired on to do the simulators for JetBlue and still fly.
Oh, nice.
So he's making a lot of extra money.
Good. Good for
And
him.
he's promised to get me into the simulator, so.
Yeah, there you go. That'd be awesome.
That's how we got married. I tell him the story. My wife and I met 20 years ago and got married, but the real reason was she said, I'd like you to meet my son up in Jacksonville, flies for the Navy. She called him and asked me if I'd like to get in a P3 simulator. I said, you think?
Couldn't turn that down.
Mexico southwest of Portsmouth.
Still New
Below
Mexico.
300 feet. Advise on initial contact. You have information whiskey. Portsmouth Tower information whiskey. 1656.
Still whiskey. Alright, I'm going to call us in. Portsmouth Tower, V271, Victor Alpha is 7 miles to the east, inbound whiskey, full stop.
1 Victor Alpha, Portsmouth Tower, right up.
Grumman 05 Lima, left downwind 34.
05 Lima, check wheels
You
down.
can go ahead and fly sort of down the river here.
30, full clear to land.
Go down the river?
Yep.
05 Lima, wheels down, cleared to land 34.
1 Victor Alpha, number 2 following a Grumman in the left midfield downwind.
Alright, looking for traffic, 1 Victor Alpha.
1 Victor Alpha, report turning final runway 34. Plan on about a 2 mile final turn.
Alright, we'll set up for a 2 mile final. We'll call you in turning final, 1 Victor Alpha. Alright, you can just go straight down here now.
Trying to make coordinated turns, but I don't. It's been a while.
The feed is the hardest part.
Yeah, well, you forget.
Yep. Yeah, this airplane actually flies really straight, so it really doesn't need a whole lot of rudder use. Go a little more left.
So we're doing like a base now?
Yep, we're setting up for we're going to be about 2 miles out on a base. Fly right over this golf course with the really nice houses.
Oh, I love that. That's that, what's that called?
Wentworth.
Wentworth, yeah. Must be nice.
I have a student that lives there.
Really?
Yep. He's a heart surgeon. And
really?
His wife is also a doctor, so they're doing well.
I'm very into heart surgeons. One saved my life, so they're very popular with me.
East Tower, this is helicopter 449, Charlie November with information, whiskey.
You go a little bit more to the right.
449, Charlie November, points for tower.
I'm currently at taxiway Papa, would like to taxi out to Alpha with a departure to the northbound parallel to 34.
9 Charlie November from Alpha taxiway, wind 030 at 3, cleared for takeoff, northbound departure approved.
449 Charlie November.
05 Lima, right turn next taxiway, ground 120.95, hold short Alpha.
Next taxiway, hold short of Alpha, 05 Lima.
Okay, turn in towards the runway?
Yep. RB1 Victor Alpha is coming up on a 2 mile final, 34 full stop.
1 Victor Alpha, check wheels down, runway 34, wind calm, clear to land.
Clear to land, 34, 1 Victor Alpha. Okay, go ahead and start dialing back some power.
Back off the power?
Yeah, just pull it all the way back. And get yourself lined up. Just pull it all the way back to idle. We got a lot of speed and altitude. Okay, bring the nose up a little bit more. A little more. There you go. A little higher. There you go, now bring the throttle up to about 4. Let's fly it right in. So it always gets pretty choppy right here about the highway. A little more throttle. And bring the nose up just to slow it down a little bit. Keep the throttle in there though. There you go, now go ahead and bring it back. Fly it right down to those white blocks. Shift it over to the right a little bit. There you go. Bring it level right about now. Just hold it right here. And as it sinks, just slowly pull it back. A little quicker, a little more, hold it. Hold it, good. Just very light on the feet.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's the hard part of this free castering nose wheel. That's something you gotta get used to. I'll go ahead and take it over from the feet here.
Okay, you got it. Oh my God, that was so great. You have no idea. It feels about like a Cherokee on final. I mean, it's very similar.
Bravo, right to next X-ray contact, ground off.
Right on Bravo, over to ground, 1 Victor Alpha, have a good one.
Well, look at the wing. What's the wing look like? It's that Hershey bar wing from the 60s, 60s Cherokee.
That's a very, very similar feel to the aircraft.
Yep.
Oh, there's the Pilates.
Yep. Back.
Port to ground, RV271 Victor Alpha is clear for 34 Bravo, back to November.
RV271 Victor Alpha, ground, taxi to park to Alpha November.
Alpha November to parking, 1 Victor Alpha, have a good one.
Nice airplanes.
They are. They have like the best safety record in aviation. I don't think there's been a single death inside of a Pilatus.
There was one in Florida where the fuselage twisted and came apart.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, I guess, was it a PC-12 or a PC-6?
I'm not sure which, but they have no idea what happened. They were in weather. The first thing was he was not a real high-time pilot in the aircraft, and he had his family.
Yep.
And got into weather.
Yeah, because the last I knew, the PC-12 had a perfect safety record.
Nice looking at. They always have a display at Sun and Fun. Nice aircraft.
Yep.
Ground peg jet 13's the main terminal information whiskey ready to taxi.
Peg jet 13 ground, runway 34,
Engine
taxi
speed.
Golf Alpha.